Well, good morning. Join me this morning on the banks of my local River Ouse again. I'm in an area along 10 Mile Bank, commonly known as the Wissy mouth. The River Wissy runs into the Ouse over there. It's quite a famous, well-known area and can produce one or two good catches over the years. It's been fishing really hard of late. Spoke to the bailiff earlier. He said there ain't really a lot been happening. Sort of where I fished further down, that was okay last week. Still got a little bit of colour in the water, but the flow that I had when I started is starting to ease off a little bit now. So in a minute I'm more than likely going to put my rod down instead of fishing sort of rod up like I am at the moment, like that. Still got a little bit of a bow and a line. There is a little bit of flow there, but not a massive amount. Done something different to what I did last week. Last week I just sort of felt my way back in gently, but this week I've actually put a lot of bait in to start with. I've actually put 15 of the big Guru bait up feeders in. Like I say, I'll put 15 of them in. I've got it clipped up because, like I say, it's not flowing too hard, and I've actually got another rod down by the side of me that I'm actually using for baiting up. Just to save putting any extra strain on a rod that's a little bit lighter. So bait up rod is the CR10 13-foot number 3 feeder, £6 line. I've got a CS 5000 reel, and as you can see there, I've left the Preston bait up feeder on there, because what I actually did after I put the initial ground bait in, I put a further 3 of the Preston ones out there, because that's got like a little basket top on it. I put plenty of chopped worming caster and just plugged it off with a little bit of ground bait. Say plenty of chopped worming caster. This tub was probably 3 parts full. So I've put a good half a pint of caster out, and nigh on probably quarter kilo of worm as well. So I've put a fair amount of food out there. On the hook bait front, I've got some fluoro maggots left from last week, and I've also got some more sort of mixed maggots. I've got some red, got some fluoros, got a few white ones in there. So like I say, got a bit of a mixture of maggots there. And I've also got some pinkies, and I've got some red in bronze there. I've got a few casters left by the side of me. I've got some worm, and I've got some ground bait. The ground bait, the bowl's starting to get a little bit empty now. The ground bait, you see there, it's got a nice little sort of green tinge to it. This is the Baytech Max feeder. Plenty of fish meal in there. I like to use fish meal sort of when it's coloured and when it's been running, because I think it's got a lot of smell. And I've also got into that some Baytech Pro Natural Bream, just the natural version. So yeah, so that was sort of 3 parts full there. So since I've been fishing, I've even put a fair amount out since I've been fishing. I've actually had a couple of roach, I've had 1 skimmer, and I've had a decent skimmer as well, sort of around about £1.25. So it's quite early on. It's been a long old wait now. There's definitely fish there. I'm still getting 1 or 2 indications, so hopefully they might start to have a feed. Like I say, the river is starting to ease off a little bit now, so I'm more than likely going to put the rod down. I've got it, I actually used the sticks today, so I've got both the bait up in the fishing rod sort of clipped up at the same distance, which on the sticks and everything, it's all gone out. I'm fishing around about 35 metres. I actually sort of started what would be the bottom of the shelf, so I'm in the deepest water. But the beauty of these reels is they've actually got 2 line clips. So you've got line clip there and you've got line clip there. So I've got this clipped up as to where I'm fishing and where I've baited up, but I've also, probably about 8 meters or so past it, I've also got that clipped up as well. So I can actually sort of pull the line off, count the turns off to the other clip and sort of go there. Fish might have moved off the feed a little bit, then I can come back and clip it back up, so I always know I'm fishing in the area where I've baited up. The actual rod I'm using for fishing is Cadence CR10 13 foot number 2 feeder, so it's a light version. There you go. Even though this has still got a 3-ounce casting weight, I'm using it with a 2-ounce tip. Again, CS 10 5000 reel, and because there's no weed coming through this time, I'm actually using a shock leader like I do normally. So I've got 5 pound mono, which is the DH angling feeder mono, and I've got a 6 pound shock leader of the same. I've got a little 2-inch link, and I've got a plastic nice open end feeder that's actually 28 gram. Little stop, twizzled loop there. Got a little quick change swivel bead, and I've got a 28-inch 012 Aspire silk shock hook length down to a size 18 Preston N30 hook. So I'm actually fishing double maggot. Fish a red and a bronze. Little pinch of chopworm and cast her into the ground bait. Not much because I've put a fair amount out. I'm sticking with the big feeder because, like I say, still got colour in the water. It's a massive expanse of water here, and one feeder full is just like a teardrop in the ocean. So just clip up, couple of turns, then just put it on the rest. Like I say, there's still a little bit of flow, it's still picking up a bow, but like I say, I might well have to just drop it down. So the Wissy mouth is just through the trees there. Tins go back in. Nice peg. I've fished this before in the summer. Say in the summer you get a load of lily pads over the other side there, and fish the feeder up to those lily pads. Yeah, it's an area which I like to try and target this time of the year as well, because it can be hard, but also it can be very, very rewarding. So you have to put the time in to get the reward. Like I say, I've had a long time away, but I know there hasn't been a lot of fish coming out this area. That's why I chose to fish here today. Fish with the fish meal mix again. Just to sit and wait, just to see if we can get 1 or 2 bonus fish. So we've had a couple, so I know there's 1 or 2 fish out there feeding. You've just got to be patient. And hopefully, in just any tiny indication, if it's a tiny drop back or a little tiny nudge forward, got to strike. Say these fish are very, very finicky. They're not moving far, and if they come across something, they're just picking it up. They're hardly running off with it. So you've got to keep concentrating on that tip all the time. And if it looks like a bite, strike. Sometimes if it was running, I'd like to sort of just twitch it a little bit. Do that, or just get it out of the line, hit the butt ring, and just pull it back till the feeder dislodges itself. So even though you don't move the feeder, sometimes just nudging that feeder can entice a bite. Wind's starting to get up a little bit. It's got a little bit of a nip to it, so it's nearly time to break out the flask. But we'll see if we can get 1 or 2 fish. Lovely skimmer. Oosh. It's been pretty tough, to say the very least. Just had a few roach. I've just put a worm on just to see. It's gone straight away. It's not a big fish. It's a nice welcome skimmer. There we go. Nice welcome skimmer bowl. Wrap round him a bit. There we go. That lovely fish. Hopefully, might get 1 or 2 more now. You never know. Eesh! Hey! Beautiful skimmer. Skimmer. She's fishing a piece of worm tipped with a pinky. That's all I'm doing. Get sort of decentish bit of worm. I'll just nip it off by the saddle. Just hook it through the cut end. Yeah, pinky. And that's the hook bait. Well, that dirt will wash off in the water as it's going through. Pinch of worm and caster again in the feeder. Fishing with the rod down now. So what I'll do is sink in the line. And just easing up the slack by just pulling the rod back till I feel the positive weight of the feeder. And that's your lot. So there we are. And just sort of a little bit of bend in the tip there. Hopefully might go again. You never know. Well, it's been a tough old session. 5 6 skimmers. I've had one about £1.50, a couple about £1, a couple of smaller ones. Also had a few roach, some sort round about 1-2 ounce, but I've also had a couple round about the 3-4 ounce mark. But yeah, as expected, it's been a little bit tough. I've had 1 or 2 bites, and like I say, it's always nice to catch 1 or 2 fish in the winter. The river's eased right off now. I think it's actually starting to, the level's starting to actually come up again. There's a sort of gap in the tins over the other side, and you can see the water's definitely slowly starting to come up in level. But it's been great nonetheless. We've got the old net up drying. Probably give it about another half hour or so. 45 minutes, something like that. Have another cup of coffee and see what ensues. Like I say, it's been nice to get 1 or 2 bites, because I know further down they've struggled through the week. With only 1 or 2 small fish, so to get 1 or 2 nice skimmers, it's definitely been a bonus today, I think. Like I say, we're going to give it another half hour, 45 minutes before we head off for home. Bit of weed. Come on out. Better fish. A little bit better. Beautiful fish. You almost say it's a bream. A lovely dark colour on that. Oh, a little bit scabby. Lovely fish. Huh? Lovely dark colour to it. Absolute beautiful. If that ain't a brilliant way to end the session, I don't know what is. I'll catch you next time on the bank. Oosh!